හිතන්නේ වසර 40ක් විතර සේවය කරලා තියෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ බොහෝ දෙනාගේ ආදරය විනාගෙන තියෙන ඒ වගේම ඒට බොහෝ උදව් කරන ඒ ස්වාමි පුරුෂයවන දෙවියන්ගේ අපනමත අපි ආදරෙන් පිළිගන්න අපි මේ අවස්ථාවේදී අපි දෙවියන්ට කතා කරන අපි වෙනුවෙන් අපි CD එකක් තියෙනවා නේ පාස් එක බලලා අපි පාස් දැන් ඔබ බලන්න යන්නේ ඇත්තෙන්ම නරඹන්න යන්නේ අපේ 25 වන වසර මේ විහාර ජීවිතයේ 25 වන වසරේදී අපි සැකලු වෙද්දී අප වෙනුවෙන් CD එකක් නැත්නම් අපි වෙනුවෙන් යම් කිසි ડોකියුමන්ට් එකක් හැදුවා අපේම ස්ටාෆ් වුණාදී ඉතින් අපි මේක ඔබට පින්නම් කරනවා අපි කොයිතරම් මේ විශේෂම අවුරුදු 27ක් වෙනවා කියන විහාරවල මේ 25 වන වසරේදී මේක වුණ එක මේක බැලුවෙන් පස්සේ මම ඔබ සමග දේශනා කරනවා එතකොට ඔබට තවත් පහසු වෙයි අපිට එන යමක් ඔබට දැනෙන්න.
Very true with Abraham and Mercy. Many were on the line to be the first couple to get married in the new church, but Abraham and Mercy succeeded in having their marriage. A few months after the marriage, ethnic riots took place and this very building, which was a house, was burnt to ashes. Therefore, Mercy's mother and sister and her husband went to live with them on the tea estates where Abraham was working. Their eldest daughter Faith was born on the estate on the 30th of December 1983. While they were there, they were involved in the church activities which are seen on the screen. Very specially, a home cell was conducted in their house on the estate, and near to the house, Methodist Church put up a building for people of that area to worship. God moved them to Colombo in the beginning of 1985 from the tea estate, and they settled down in the house which was put up by the government, where you are now seated. Here, Solomon, their second son, was born on the 16th of August 1985. While they were here, they were responsible for many ministries, which you can read about on the screen. God led Abraham to take up the job in a private firm, although there was a chance for him to join the government sector. It was in a private firm which was situated at Selinco Building in Fort. Here he succeeded in bringing the director of his company, Mr. Roshan Sinhala, and his mother to the Lord. This enabled him to organize a lunch hour prayer meeting for the people in that vicinity. This also enabled Abraham to bring Roshan and Krishanti together in marriage. Roshan and his mother started a home cell in their house in Ragama, and that became Calvary Church. This church today has planted many outreach ministries. In 1987, Abraham was called into full-time ministry, and as a result, they went to Jaffna to take over the children's home in Manipal. There were 110 children, and it was during the Indian peacekeeping force. The war began, and they had 300 odd young women coming to the home as refugees. This enabled Abraham and Mercy to start an evening evangelical meeting and Sunday school for children. Here, only their youngest son, Johann, was born in the midst of war. When the war calmed down, the evening evangelical meeting became a regular Sunday service with Sunday school. Today, the children who were looked after by Abraham and Mercy are married, and most of them are living a godly life. Some of those children are present here. Also, a permanent church has come up in the same area. Their daughter Faith started schooling here. God urged Abraham for wider ministry during this time to take the gospel to the children island-wide. This enabled him to hand over the work at Manipai and come down with his family to Colombo in February 1990. Not knowing how to start the vision that God gave them, they were led to Dr. Sam Devabalasingham at Every Home Crusade, who started the Evangelical Christian Religious Education Center in July 1990. Here they were given a table and 2 chairs to start the ministry. This was a humble start. Also during this time, only their first 2 children started schooling. God moved in their lives to donate their land and house where you are seated now to Calvary Church, and they moved to Pannipitia to Pastor Jnana Sundaram's house, who was their best friend. Here in Pannipitia, Reverend Khan, the Korean missionary, joined them in the ministry, and Sepalika and Florence were taken in to assist them. The real children's ministry started here with a big bang. More doors were opened in various denominations, and the first magazine, Sirara Syria and Lamagu, was started here. Mercy started to teach at Lanka Bible College while she was here, and she completed 12 years teaching consecutively, for which she was given a gold medal. While Pannipitia was the office for them, another office was opened as Reverend Khan's residence, and here Jiva, Roshani and Priska were taken in to do the typesetting of books which were authored by Mercy. All these books were sponsored by Reverend Khan, but a songbook with music notes which was composed by Reverend Ha were published under Lanka Hope Mission. The ECRE was registered as Lanka Hope Mission in 1993. The books published are seen on the screen. It was God's grace that for giving their own land to Calvary Church, He blessed them with a larger land which is situated below this church in 1996. The work further expanded with more facilities. Although they were not interested in social work, God urged them to take up that too by donors coming forward to direct their support to the tsunami-affected areas. This enabled them to organize many vacation Bible schools in the tsunami-affected areas, and also in Vanni, Jaffna, Trincomalee, Batticaloa, Hambalputta and Ampara. Mercy attracted a large number of students at LBC and the Ceylon Theological Seminary. God has used them during this period of 25 years to plant churches, as mentioned in the slide. Abraham and Mercy have not pastored any congregation, but they had been pioneers of many churches island-wide. Also, many young people like Alex, Devi, Naomi and Daryl have joined them to boost their ministry. During this time, only in 2006, God miraculously opened the door for them to go to the USA, which they call sabbatical year. They were not happy about leaving their daughter in Sri Lanka, and when they prayed about it, God enabled them to give their daughter Faith in marriage to Krishan. Both their sons are now